Have you seen that Black Mirror episode about robot bees that were created to help dying populations of real pollen collectors, so they could pollinate flowers? We already live in that episode, only without the fiction and sci-fi. They were created for war, of course. Who needs pollen if it isn't nuclear? Actually, it's not quite like that. This is Brain in a Jar. Let's dive into this beehive since I'm already done with the bumblebee ones. Yes, bumblebees don't have hives. Wait, hold on. Looks like they do. Alright, let's go. In early July 2025, the media reported that Chinese scientists had turned ordinary bees into cyborgs, living insects with an implanted microcontroller that allows their flight to be controlled. A team led by Professor Zhao Zeshanyang at the Beijing Institute of Technology developed a miniature electronic device weighing only 74 milligrams, a record low, lighter than the bee's own food reserves, the nectar sacs. The device is mounted on the back of a worker bee and connected to areas of its brain with 3 microscopic needles. Using electrical impulses, the controller creates artificial signals that make the bee turn, speed up, or slow down. In experiments, the bees obeyed these commands 90% of the time, demonstrating high control accuracy. The idea of using insects as cybernetic scouts isn't new, but the Chinese development has surpassed all previous ones in lightness and precision. The controllers are printed on an ultra-thin flexible film as thin as an insect's wing and include miniature chips, for example an infrared transmitter and receiver. Such a housing withstands being implanted into the bee's brain while hardly hindering its natural maneuverability. Thanks to this, the new brain controller weighs 3 times less than a similar Singaporean device previously used on beetles and cockroaches. Batteries of current sizes are still too heavy for bee flight, so the controller tests were conducted with wired power. The scientists plan to continue miniaturizing and to look for ways to supply energy wirelessly so the device can work autonomously. The main reason for creating cyborg bees is their potential usefulness in reconnaissance and rescue. Bees are naturally hardy and can tirelessly cover long distances, carrying heavy loads up to 80% of their own weight. The researchers' paper emphasizes that such robot insects would inherit the excellent maneuverability, camouflage, and ability to operate in harsh environments from natural bees conditions that are inaccessible to humans and conventional machines. Thanks to the microchips on the bees' backs, they can be equipped with tiny cameras, sensors, and transmitters, turning the insects into real reconnaissance devices. According to the author's concept, cyborg bees could penetrate rubble after earthquakes, search for survivors, while simultaneously transmitting images to rescuers, as well as discreetly patrol restricted areas and detect dangerous objects. The Chinese study explicitly states that such a system would be useful in urban combat, counter-terrorism operations, combating drug trafficking, and critical disaster relief operations. At the same time, the authors note that the technologies are still far from commercial use. Large batteries are too heavy for a bee to carry, and the radio equipment still requires a wired connection. In addition, the same stimulus can work differently on different insect species. Each reacts via different nerves and muscles. In experiments with a similar controller on cockroaches, fatigue was observed after roughly 10 impulse exercises. The scientists are already working on optimizing the signals and finding lightweight power sources. In the future, they promise to expand the backpack's functionality to add wireless communication and broaden the sensor suite, so the system can navigate its surroundings in real time and automatically carry out tasks for reconnaissance and target detection. The idea of turning insects into flying cyborg robots has attracted scientists in many countries for a long time. The creators of Black Mirror didn't invent the technology out of thin air. In Singapore and Japan, for example, entire swarm algorithms for controlling groups of cyborg insects are being developed. A joint team from Singapore's NTU, Osaka University, and Hiroshima University in 2024 demonstrated a leader and followers scheme for a flock of cyborg cockroaches. Its algorithms help the units avoid obstacles and independently pull stuck comrades out of traps. The researchers presented a real experiment with 20 cockroaches equipped with wearable boards, batteries, and sensors. They could collectively survey rubble and transmit information about survivors found. In the past, Professor Hirotaka Sato of NTU Singapore was the first, back in 2008, to demonstrate control of a single cicada and a cockroach. At the time, his controller weighed more than the new Chinese design. In the United States, as part of defense research, cyborg locusts have long been tested. As early as 2016, researchers at Washington University in St. Louis achieved piloting and odor recognition using ordinary locusts. In one project, electrodes were implanted into the insects' brains to detect explosive molecules, and their wings were tattooed with a photoconductive coating. Heat accumulated from pressing a laser on the wing made the locust change its flight direction, thereby controlling it almost like a drone. Such a locust drone is intended to detect mines and bombs, significantly reducing risks for sappers. Singapore became known for its experiments with cyborg cockroaches back in 2019. Local scientists demonstrated biomechanical backpacks for cockroaches and beetles. Devices weighing tens of milligrams allowed cockroaches to serve as carriers of cameras and sensors. They were used to simulate actions in a destruction zone. For example, in March 2024, Singapore delivered relief after a devastating earthquake in Myanmar. Specially equipped cockroaches with tiny controllers went on a mission to showcase the capabilities of such technology. South Korea, for its part, announced plans without any ceremony to develop biomimetic military insect robots. According to reports from Yonhap, South Korea's Ministry of Defense is funding projects for drones that mimic insects and other animals. These could be flying birds and insects, crawling snakes, and underwater crabs. The text states that by the end of 2025, such biorobots will begin entering military service. Germany is also testing insect cyborgs with cameras. The startup Swarm Biotactics showed live cockroaches with small backpacks. Inside are cameras, sensors, and radio communications. Everything they see is streamed to an operator. Germany is now testing a swarm of such cockroaches. They not only move on command but also communicate with one another. Real swarm behavior is built into the program. Today, Cybor Bees remain a laboratory achievement. The Chinese group's scientific paper was published on June 11, 2025 in the Chinese Journal of Mechanical Engineering. Its conclusions emphasize that although the device already confirms the controllability of bees, practical problems still need to be solved, creating wireless power, ensuring stable communication, and protecting the electronics in harsh environments. Nevertheless, the progress achieved so far inspires optimism, or pessimism? I think optimism after all. There's so much interesting stuff ahead. Subscribe and don't miss it. Go listen to how mushrooms play the synthesizer.